Marriage, like any relationship, requires upkeep and maintenance, and when life gets in the way, it's all too easy for couples to drift apart. Even though this is common, it doesn't mean that reconnection isn't possible, with so many simple ways to restore your emotional intimacy. Learning how to reconnect with your partner is an important stage in any relationship, as you resolve to work on your issues to get you back on track. While it can be tough to accept that you've become disconnected from your partner, reviving your spark can be an incredibly fulfilling experience, and shouldn't be seen as a chore. Reconnecting with your partner can be the start of the next chapter in your love story. Today, we're going to be asking some questions from a dear friend to help us reconnect and fall in love with our spouse over and over again. But before that, if you like content like this, please hit the subscribe and the notification button for more great content. Thanks. Now let's continue. Hello. How are you today?
I'm okay, Sam. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on short notice.
My pleasure, Sam.
What does disconnection look like in a relationship?
Well, feeling disconnected in your relationship is usually very easy to spot, as both partners experience a lack of emotional, physical, or psychological connection. While you're still together, you start to feel more like roommates or friends, rather than a loving couple. This roommate phase speaks to the kind of disconnect present in your relationship, where you've almost forgotten what the early days of your love story felt like. If you're experiencing extended disconnection in your relationship, your interactions start to feel awkward, with resentment bubbling under the surface. Perhaps it feels like every time you talk is a negative interaction, you're arguing constantly, not having sex, and you've stopped doing the little things that bring each other joy. These are just some of the signs of disconnection in a relationship, with an overall deprioritization on your partner leading to this stage. As you grow apart in this way, your emotional connection suffers, and you may not remember the last time you had a conversation about the relationship, outside of daily tasks or responsibilities.
Can spouses fall back in love?
Yes. Simple, direct, but positive. With the right amount of effort and creativity, you can fall back in love with your partner. While you may feel like you know everything about each other, this is very likely not the case. This is why, no matter what stage of the relationship you're in, to never stop dating your partner. Be open-minded and be willing to explore new avenues for both emotional and sexual connection. Who says you won't have a little fun along the way?
What is the best way to reconnect with my spouse?
When you're approaching reconnection with your partner, it can feel like a very daunting task, especially considering the kind of relationship dynamic you may have found yourself in. Addressing disconnection in a relationship can sometimes feel like a blame game, even though that's not the intention behind the conversation. Even though it might be a contentious subject, it's important to opt for full transparency to deal with all your underlying issues and begin your new journey. For example, if you feel that spending more time with friends than at home with the family, say so. If you're self-conscious about getting undressed in front of them, say so.
How can I reconnect with my spouse emotionally?
1. Write a love letter. 2. Draw up a bucket list. 3. Play a game together. 4. Make time for conversation. 5. Schedule your date night.
Finally, how can I reconnect with my spouse sexually?
1. Talk about sex. 2. Go to bed at the same time. 3. Initiate touching. 4. Show them gratitude with a kiss. 5. Keep it light. Sex doesn't need to be serious. Especially as you're working on reconnecting, sex shouldn't be taken too seriously. It's important to be playful as you renew your sexual connection, like two young lovebirds all over again.
Thank you so much, Julia. I hope to see you some other time.
It'll be my honor, Sam.